Turns out Eddie Murphy isn't the only celebrity to experience a haunted mansion. Honestly though, that movie's a classic. Well, no matter how famous you are, ghosts will still find a way to haunt you. Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to Most Amazing Top 10 and welcome to today's video. I'm your host, Lindsay Ivan, and today I'm bringing you the top 10 celebrities that lived in haunted mansions. Now, there are a bunch of celebrities out there that have reported paranormal activities occurring in their homes. Maybe the ghost is just a fan of their work, or maybe it's something more sinister. Starting off this countdown, we have Lucy Hale. Now, this pretty little liar has experienced numerous paranormal occurrences in her home. Although she claims that nothing big has occurred, it's the little unexplained events that freak her out. Lucy claims that one time at 1 AM her coffee maker turned on by itself. I mean, hey, maybe the ghost just wanted a cup of joe. She also says that doors close by themselves and her dog barks unexplainably at random things. She also says that something will continuously trigger her motion detector without there being anything in sight. So she is convinced that her house is haunted. Next up at number 9 we have Gigi Hadid. Now this model has claimed that spooky things would happen in her childhood home. When she was younger she lived in a really old house and her room was in the attic. Apparently, Gigi would hear weird noises coming from her closet. Her dad said that there was once an old lady that lived in the house, so Gigi and her sister thought that they were communicating with this old lady. Then she also said that every year she would have the same reoccurring dream. The dream would take place in her house, but the lighting would be more dark and eerie and it would be covered in fog. Then she said that people in suits with weird shaped heads would walk down the stairs towards her. I think we need a dream expert to analyze this. In our 8th spot we have The Mansion. This next mansion was literally named The Mansion. How creative. And what's with celebrities naming their homes? Well anyways, this home is owned by music producer Rick Rubin. Rick Rubin uses his home as a recording studio and bands like Red Hot Chili Peppers and Linkin Park have recorded there. However, it is haunted. Hey, maybe the ghost just likes music. So, rumor has it that in 1918, one of the previous owners pushed his lover off of the balcony. Artists that have stayed over at the mansion have reported witnessing a bunch of scary activities. Some have seen orbs, others have seen doors opening and closing by themselves, and others have heard whispering in the walls. Dang, those ghosts are lucky. They get to hear songs before they're even released to the public. Coming in at number 7 we have the Pickford Mansion. Back in the 1920s, Mary Pickford was a well-known silent film actress. Her and her husband Douglas Fairbanks were an iconic couple. Now, they purchased a 22-room mansion which they named the Pickford. This mansion is currently on sale for $60 million. So, if you have that kind of money and don't mind rooming with a ghost, then this mansion is for you. So apparently a spirit of a servant roams this property. It has been reportedly seen on several occasions by different individuals. Now in 1936 the couple divorced and Mary kept the estate and shared it with her new husband Charles Rogers. When Mary passed away, Rogers was visited by a woman in a long white gown. He claimed that this was Mary herself visiting him. When the mansion was resold, the spirit sightings increased. People saw the woman in the white gown along with a male entity in the front hallway. They also would see an apparition of a figure holding sheet music. Now, this home was demolished and a new home was built on top. Since the demolition, the sightings have apparently stopped. Honestly, I'm sure there are some people that wouldn't mind having ghosts as roommates. They wouldn't eat your food and they wouldn't be too noisy. Up next at number 6 we have the Jenner Mansion. Apparently, Kendall Jenner is convinced that her mother's mansion is haunted. She explains that Kylie and herself would hear footsteps on the roof when no one was home. Honestly, it would not surprise me if it was just the paparazzi. She also claims that Kylie's shower would turn on by itself. Now, Kendall also admitted that her family would toy around with an Ouija board. One day, they got in contact with a spirit that answered all of their questions accurately. Although Chris does not believe this, Kendall is completely convinced a ghost lurks around her mother's house. Honestly, at least this ghost sounds harmless. From what I gathered, it likes to shower and be clean and likes to do a little tap dancing on the roof. Nothing to worry about. We are now at our 5th and halfway mark with Adele's mansion. Now, rumor has it, yes that's a pun, that Adele lived in a haunted house. The mansion was worth $11 million and was located in Sussex, England. Although Adele has not witnessed turning tables, she has witnessed other creepy occurrences. Adele said that she used to hear strange, unexplainable noises. She even said that objects around her house would fall down. As a result, she always felt uneasy and even hired a nighttime bodyguard and upped her security system. Now, Adele only lived there for 2 years before moving out. Before Adele lived there, it was a convent with its own chapel. If Adele lived there longer, maybe the ghost would have said hello from the other side. I don't apologize for all those Adele song puns. Comment down below if you caught them all. Up next at number 4 we have Matthew McConaughey. Alright, Matthew McConaughey. So during his interview with Jennifer Garner for the movie Ghost of Girlfriends Past, Matthew told the interviewer all about his haunted home. Now, Matthew claimed that his home was haunted by a woman named Madame Blue. He claims that she didn't seem like a happy or friendly spirit. But Matthew stood his ground and told her, "You can move around all you want, but I'm not going anywhere." Okay, he's pretty brave. Now, every time that Matthew had a guest over, they too would say that they thought they saw or felt this woman. Now, apparently one day Matthew heard a noise coming from a room and he went to investigate without any clothes on. Since that day, the ghost has made peace with Matthew and they get along. So maybe that's the new way to ward off ghosts. In our third spot, we have Alyson Hannigan. This How I Met Your Mother star claims that her LA home is haunted by a male ghost. Her and her friends have both seen this ghost multiple times. The first instance was when Alyson's friends saw the ghost and said, "I don't mean to alarm you, but I just saw a man follow us out of the house." I love how she said, "I don't mean to alarm you." Like, of course it's going to. But Alyson believes that it is a pleasant ghost. She claims that it's not somebody that died in the home because there's a law in LA that when you buy a house, if somebody died, then they have to disclose that to you. Alyson also shared that one night she saw the silhouette of the man standing in her bathroom doorway. She thought that it was her husband, but turns out he was asleep beside her. Alyson is not afraid of this ghost at all. In fact, she really wants to learn its name. She has stated that she wants to put a chalkboard in the area that they see him the most to see if he'll write down his name. Sounds like a good plan, until he writes down something creepy. Coming in at number 2, we have the Laurie House. Now, this house was said to be owned by Madame Laurie. She tortured and murdered endless slaves in her mansion. It is said that one night a fire occurred in the mansion. When help arrived, they found several tortured individuals in her house. Madame fled and was never seen again. Now, this house was once owned by America's own national treasure, Nicolas Cage. He claimed that while others have a beachfront property, he has a ghost front property. Apparently, it is haunted by several of the tortured individuals that once lived there. But apparently Cage loved living there. He even said that one of his greatest memories from when he was a kid was from the haunted mansion at Anaheim in New Orleans Square. He then felt that living there was fulfilling his childhood fantasy. And in our number 1 spot, we have Loretta Lynn. Loretta Lynn is an American country music legend with multiple hit songs. Now, her mansion, located in Hurricane Mills, Tennessee, is said to be haunted by multiple ghosts. Now, Loretta herself has even claimed that she has some sort of psychic abilities and can see ghosts. So in her home, she has heard weird noises and has seen apparitions. Even her daughters have seen a ghost of a Confederate soldier in her home. After doing research, Lynn discovered that her home used to be the site of a Civil War battle. It is also said that 19 soldiers are buried on the grounds. Now, Lynn claims to have seen a young woman weeping on her property. She believes that this is the ghost of Beulah Anderson, who lost her baby. Now, to go even further, Lynn has even conducted seances in her home. One time, she got in contact with a spirit named Anderson. Anderson got angry and started shaking the table before it broke from being slammed to the floor. Apparently, James Anderson was one of the original owners of the home. And that's all I have for you for today. It is now time for our comment shoutout section. I'll be shouting out comments from my video, Top 10 Scary Pieces of Cursed Jewelry. Granger Brooks commented, in the future, Top 10 Most Cursed Cacti and Chips. So they commented this because I said that I love cacti and chips. I mean, plants can't be cursed, can they? Who knows? Honestly, people could probably find a way to curse anything, but just not cacti, not chips. Jacob Knockowitz commented, these jewelry are like an Uno reverse card for robbers. That's honestly so true. It's like, go ahead, steal my necklace, have fun with that curse. Another reason why you should just never steal. Darwin Ellis commented, am I wrong for thinking Miss Lindsay Ivan is from a parallel universe where they had a National Treasures Part 3? First off, I love how you dressed me as Miss Lindsay Ivan. That's funny. But as far as I know, no, I'm not from a parallel universe. But I do wish that they would make another National Treasures. That's all the comments I'm shouting out today. Make sure you comment down below for your chance to be featured in my next comment shoutout. And as always, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to Most Amazing Top 10 for more amazing videos. I'm your host, Lindsay Ivan, and I'll see you when I see you.